Adam Merlin, president of Merlin Auto Group. Today we're going to talk about not only one of our latest acquisitions, but a newfound favorite Ferrari for me, a 2005 575 SuperAmerica. I'll be honest, I was never a huge fan of the SuperAmerica, but that was really because I really didn't understand it. I saw it in this striking silver over tan color combination. I fell in love with the design. Then I started researching the car. I learned they only built 599 of these cars. Fewer than 200 of those came to the United States, and we have a pristine example here that we're going to show you. So Ferrari produced the 575 model from 2002 to 2005. It's a front-engine V12. The standard 575 had about 505 horsepower. This car has closer to 535 horsepower. Looking at it from the front, the windshield forward, it looks like a regular 575. But what got me was when I really came around to the side, when the patented convertible top, they do consider this a convertible, and actually at the time Ferrari touted this as the fastest production convertible in existence back in 2005. But this patented top flips back, and then it really looks to me more like a Targa than a true convertible, and that's really what caught me initially. Being silver in color, you can really appreciate the lines and the design of the car. You know, Ferrari, they made the predecessor to the 575 was the 550. They made the 550 Barchetta, which is a full convertible. A lot of people say when that top is up, that car is really not very good looking. The cool thing about this car, the design with the top down and the design with the top up, is truly spectacular. This quarter panel design is more like a sculpture, more like a piece of art than automotive. The top is wrapped in carbon fiber with a piece of glass that changes from light to dark, which is really super cool and amazing technology, especially for its time. The bad news is, you break that top today, it's over $100,000 to replace. So I've always found Ferrari did a great job making the interior of the 575 model very comfortable. I'm sure that's because it was designed to be a front-engine grand touring car, so you don't want to go on a long drive in a car that's not comfortable. Our car's equipped with Daytona seats, which we always try to get in our cars. Really, really nice red stitching all the way around. And if you look at the interior of this car, it's very, very similar to that of a regular 575. A couple of the things that really stood out to me, that color matched two-tone steering wheel with the seat color at the bottom was really special, very unique. The carbon fiber surround, or the radio, the instrument cluster, and then your top control panel, I thought was super, super cool. Certainly ties in with the carbon fiber of the top. This is where you operate the top up and down, and this is the control that changes it from light to dark. Otherwise, typical Ferrari, these cars are plagued with sticky buttons. This car's already undergone. All the buttons have either been replaced or refinished to look factory new. There is absolutely no sticky in this car. And then, of course, the leather dashes that happen to shrink over time, which is just part of owning a Ferrari. This car, I would say, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being atrocious and 10 being perfect, this car's probably about a 7.5 or an 8. Very subjective thing. I'm okay with it. You look, it's really, the worst is in the center here. It'd have to get a lot worse before I would replace it. But otherwise, the interior of this car is absolutely spectacular. You see the additional hi-fi stereo, which this car's equipped with, so you see some additional speakers. Other than that, it looks like a regular 575 on the inside. Truly one of the more comfortable and better appointed interiors Ferrari has ever done. Another reason I fell in love with the 575 SuperAmerica is the driving experience. Now, this car's equipped with the F1 transmission as opposed to a gated 6-speed. They did make the SuperAmerica with the gated 6-speed. Those are 7-figure cars today. There's very few of them. But I find that the automated mode of this F1 transmission is remarkably smooth. Shifting it is also a lot of fun if you go into the manual mode. The Fiorano handling package of this car gives you a little bit stiffer suspension. The car handles corners. It's got a ton of speed. I mean, it's a super powerful car. There's really nothing like a 12-cylinder front-engine Ferrari. The sound is absolutely intoxicating. Just like all the 575s, the window gaps on the side can be a little dicey. You hear a little bit of wind noise. Remarkably, like I mentioned before, the top is really quiet. I mean, this is a car you can comfortably get in. The air conditioning works fantastically well. The hi-fi sound is pretty cool for a 2005 automobile, but really a fun car to drive if you want to drive fast, if you want to drive down the road, if you're going on a road trip, whatever it is. Really an amazingly comfortable car. And I don't know if it's the extra 30 horsepower or so in this over a regular 575, or maybe just because I'm just enamored and in love with this car. I think it drives incredibly well, and I think it drives better than the regular 575. So when you're looking for one of these and you're trying to determine if it's a good one to get, there's certain things you really need to look for. Obviously, you need to look at the condition of the top, as we mentioned. You want to look at the interior condition. Is there a lot of shrinkage in the dash? Are the buttons all destroyed and sticky? What's the condition of the seats, the carpets? You also want to look on the exterior of the car, see if there's any, issues with the windshield. Is it cracked? Is it pitted? What is the condition of the paint? These front headlights in these can often get a lot of moisture and condensation inside. You want to make sure the seals in them are good. All the rubber seals can indicate if this has been a car that's been in climate, not in climate, maybe climate controlled garage. These are little telltale signs that indicate to you, what is the life of this car. It's a 16-year-old car. What kind of condition, how have the previous owners cared for that car? As always, we want to thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you want any more information, don't hesitate to check out our website, www.merlinautogroup.com, or send comments, questions about these cars or any other car you want to see a review on. We'd be more than happy to accommodate. I'm Adam Merlin with Merlin Auto Group. We'll see you next time.